good? Your boy Savage, aka the Sevloke, and you're tuning in to Sevloke's Hood Tales. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. And hit the notification bell, man. Let's get this movement popping. So I'm basically gonna do this thing called story time with Savage. Just gonna tell you a little story, when we were in the war fields, when we were in the trenches. And then, in the future, if you guys have any, story times or you have any requests, definitely, you know what I'm saying, I'll do some story times from the penitentiary to the streets. I'm an open book, it's just a testimony. So this story time was when the homie basically almost died in my arms. So before I hit the penitentiary, we used to catch the bus line, and it depended on what bus you were on out here, because some of the bus lines go straight through people's hoods. So sometimes you had to be careful. You had to be cautious. You had to be on your toes when you hit some of these bus lines. So this time we were coming from the hood, the east side, and I had to go all the way to the west side. So basically, I was coming from basically far Aurora East, and we had a little spot over there that we actually functioned over there, and we had like a gig the night before. So I had to go to West Denver to go to my mom's house. And when you're going from Aurora, that bus line on East Colfax, when you're going to downtown Denver, you got to slide through the enemy's neighborhoods. You go through the enemy neighborhood, and then you go through, foods in the east side. So that bus line is like the bus line that goes through the whole Denver metro. So you're liable to see anybody, right? So we come from the Xenia Street. We living on 13th and Xenia at these apartments that are over there. We're living at these apartments called the Kitty Hawks. Kitty Hawk was live, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was over there basically serving crack, you know what I'm saying? And it was just it was a wild area right there, real activated, real active. So that morning I have to go get ready for something. So I have to go to the house, shower up, iron. Well, I tell the homie that's with me, I said, I'm about to bounce all the way to the west side. I got to go on the east side bus, the 15 limited, go transfer to the 16, and then go all the way west. So we get on the bus, but before we get on the bus, I didn't mention it. The homie had this bottle, and at this time, Savage was drinking very much. I used to always drink, you know what I'm saying? That's how I would start my day. So he had a bottle of, I think it was Skull vodka. He mixed it with some Gatorade. We take it to the face before we even get on the bus. We're drinking. We kill both of them Gatorade bottles. We get on the bus. By that time, we're on the bus, and that buzz start kicking in. So I think the initial reason why we started really acting up is because somebody has said something to the homie, and the homie's about to fade on the bus, and the bus driver kicked this dude off the bus because the other fool that he was about to fade with, he was belligerent. So us being buzzed, like we were buzzed off that alcohol, and having that incident, it just made the day like, now we're kind of like tripping with fools. So we're tripping we're patrolling that bus. Anybody that looks gang related, we're tripping on that bus just because we already had an incident and it already made the atmosphere bad. So we go all the way to downtown Denver. We go by the 16th Street Mall. And then I was like, this bus, you have to walk. You have to walk a little ways to go catch the 16. So we walk, boom, we go to the 16 bus stop, where the 16 bus stop is. But I think that day, it was Sunday or something, the bus don't automatically take you to the 16 bus stop. You have to walk some blocks. So what we did is, because we were already feeling kind of good, we were already turned up. We was like, let's walk to Aurora campus. Aurora campus is CCD. It's the college out here. The Roadrunners, they have a college out here. And where that college is, it actually is a couple blocks from the west side of Denver. The west side of Denver, if you recall what I was saying, the west side of Denver has a lot of foods that we didn't get along with. So You know, you had the GKIs, you had the Bloods over there. So we're at the bus stop. We're kind of seeing who's over there because we're on our toes now. I'm at the bus stop chilling, and I'm chilling and waiting for the bus. I look across the street. So the bus stop's right here. Across the street, you have a Burger King, you have a Subway, Starbucks. It's a little complex. It's a little complex that people come eat for school when they're on their little school time, their lunchtime. They come eat over there. I look up, and off in the distance, and you got to understand how I was dressed. I had a royal blue Dickie suit. It had the royal blue jacket on it. I had the blue chucks. I had the rag over the neck because I used to be, that was my everyday attire, just gang banged out. It was how, you know, fools just, that's that east side living, bro. We was Dickie down with a nice little Dickie jacket, boom, one of them Dickie suits. And it had our neighborhood on the back, airbrushed. So I look up, and the homie's sitting right here, and I look up, and off in the distance, I see two fools. And the two fools that are walking, like, in our direction, they don't see us, but these fools they're basically dressed just like us, but they're all flamed down. They got red hats on. They got one has the red Dickies with the red chucks. You know what I'm saying? And I told the homie, I said, you see these fools? Let's get at them. So when that happens, bro, the homie sees them. I said, hey, don't make it obvious till they get across the street because they're obviously coming to the bus stop too. We crouch down and we're waiting. And when they get across the street, because you gotta actually cross Colfax, they walk up, and immediately when they walk up where the bus stop is, we come out on these fools, and we're like, hey, homie, where you from? This fool got shook, and he starts stuttering. I said, hey, say it, homie, before I punch you. And he says what hood he's from, whoopty whoop. So as soon as he does that, my homie grabs this fool's head and slams it, like he grabs him by the face, mushes his face, boom, into the bus stop, like it hits the back of the head, and I hit this fool, boom. Well, when I hit this fool, he stumbles, and this fool's kind of like folding. The bus that they were getting on was a 31. These fools run on the bus for their life. We hop on the bus, right? So now we're on the bus, a public bus, and as soon as we hop on the bus, the pedestrians are like, please, please, please don't. Well, the fool that I initially had swung on, the homie was on him. He got on the bus before me, and he squared up with that fool. So I squared up on that other fool, and my homie took off on him. So I took off on the other fool, and I'm on top of this fool. Boom, boom. I look up. As soon as I look up to the right, I see the fool's under my homie. He's under him, so the homie's on top. I see from outside, this fool hits him. It was quick. Boom. And then my homie was like, ah. So when he literally got up, He was gushing with blood. He hit him in the back of the neck right here, and he was gushing with blood. And the homie's like, I'm hit. So I grabbed him. I had a white shirt. I had my outfit on, and that blood started getting on me. So I carried this. He's like, I'm gonna die. Basically, they drove off the bus because I got my homie, and we got off on the bus, and the bus drove off all crazy. They called the cops, but I had to carry the homie. So I'm like, hey, homie, don't die. He's like, my body's feeling cold. So I said, don't die. Carry this fool. I carried this fool across the street. We got to the subway. I ran in there like, somebody called the ambulance. Somebody called the ambulance. The homie's dying. I went back out there. My homie's, he's literally pale, bro. And he's like, bro, I'm about to die. I said, you're not going to die. So I had to keep him up. And I had him in my arms. I said, don't die, don't die. He's like, I'm about to die. So luckily the ambulance came. And he's like crying. He's like, tell my mom I love her. I'm like, man, I said, shut up, fool. You're good. And I kept slapping this fool to keep him awake. But he was already going out. The ambulance come, bro. They put me in the back of the cop car, and then they take him they take him all the way to the hospital, Denver General. And they asked me about some gang stuff and what was the gang war out there. But yeah, bro, that fool, he died. He almost died in my arms. Like, and if, you know what's crazy? If I wouldn't have switched, if he wouldn't have got on that bus before, I would have been the one that actually got stuck in the back of the head, bro. So that was crazy, bro. I should have actually been the one that got stabbed up. But it was crazy, bro, to see the homie, man. He was dying in my arms, bro. And I was just like, wow, bro. But that comes with that street life. You know what you sign up for, bro. But yeah, that's story time with Sav. I'm going to have a lot of these stories, man. You know what it is. Your boy Savage. Salute.